Yeah, like I said, you friends, this is a demo session on cloud computing, right? And with this cloud computing, we have to see a few more things. So let us try to understand this complete package actually, what exactly we are going to learn this package and why this package has been designed in this way. There is a combination of three courses here. So if someone is willing to go only with one course, that's up to that person. If someone is interested only in the AWS web services, Amazon web services, well and good, you can simply go with this AWS only. But let me just explain you what exactly is this package and what benefits you will get once you go with this particular package. All right. Okay, see your friends. So this package, we have three courses, right? In this package, there are totally three courses to begin with. The first course here is AWS, Amazon Web Services. This is the course that deals with your cloud computing technology, right? What is cloud computing? What are the advantages we have in cloud computing? What we need to learn in cloud computing? What are the job opportunities we have in cloud computing? All these things we will see. As of now, I'll just try to, show you the package details. So the first course here is your Amazon Web Services. Okay. And with this Amazon Web Services here, my friend, we can go with, or you can go with, let's say, Linux Server Administration. Let me just write it down as Linux Admin. Okay, Amazon Web Services. And the second course is Linux Administration. And the third course in this package is CCNA that deals with your networking. So this is a package where we have three courses: Amazon Web Services, Linux Server Administration, and the Network Administration, that is CCNA. And as of now, the package we are offering in a way, the overall fees of this package is only 7,999 INR. Okay, that includes your Amazon Web Services, Linux Server Administration, and the Network Administration. All these three courses only for 7,999. If you want to go individually for all these three courses, you know how much you need to pay, right? 15, 20, 18,000 easily. We need to pay that much money, more than 15,000 for sure. But if you're coming in package, 50% discount is there as of now. So you can simply go with this and 7,999. Okay. For example, if someone is interested only in any one of these course, so for each course, they need to pay. I'm just writing down the details here, friends. So they need to pay 5,000 INR. For one course, 5,000 rupees. And for complete package, it will be only 7,999 Indian rupees. All right. This is about your package. Done. Now let's see what is this Amazon Web Services, Linux Server Administration, and CCNA briefly, why these three courses are added in this package. All right, fine. See, before I go into the package and Amazon Web Services and all the other things, let me just tell you one thing very simple. And see, this is a live session, right? Every live session will be recorded here, and each live session that we are recording will be shared with you. Initial 2-3 classes will be there on YouTube. Today, tomorrow, the demo classes will be there on YouTube. But once we start our regular classes will be directly shared with you through a Google Drive. Okay, so each and every session is a recorded session here, live session, and the session will be recorded. This is one thing. And the second thing is the advantage you can take of a live session is you have the option of interacting with the trainer. You have the option of clearing your doubts. So whenever you have any doubts, any question regarding any of the things, whatever we are learning or whatever we are discussing in the classroom, feel free to send your questions in chat box. See, I just said hello there. Hopefully everyone can see this message. So just use the chat box to send the questions. And at the end of the class, if you want to talk to me directly, you can simply unmute yourself and you can talk to me directly. But in the middle of the class, like, the sessions are actually recorded. Let us try to keep the sessions more, organized. So maybe later on when you revise the sessions, you will feel much comfortable there. So in the middle of the session, better try to use the chat box to send your questions. But at the end of the day, at the end of the class, actually, you can simply unmute yourself and you can simply raise your question, whatever question you have there. All right, friends. So these are some basic protocols we need to follow. Okay. And coming to me, I'm Shakeel. Aman here, friends. I have overall 14 plus years of experience on different technologies like Windows Server Administration, Network Administration, Cloud Computing, okay, security, virtualization, cloud computing, all these things, on all these particular domains, I have sufficient experience. All right. So hopefully my experience will be helping me in a way to present this subject for you, and hopefully my presentation will be much more easier for you to understand the concepts of cloud computing, the server administration, as well as the network administration. I'll be taking all the three courses, friends, AWS, Red Hat, as well as CCNA. I have designed the complete package. I have designed the complete syllabus. So I'll be the person who will be handling all the three classes or all the three courses for you. Okay. And see, every course will take around, let's say AWS will take around 40 days. Red Hat Server Administration with 35 days. AWS will take actually 45 days. And CCNA also it will take 35 days. So overall, it is like a 100 days challenge for you. It will take overall 100 days for you to cover all these three courses. But if you don't have that much time, if you want to cover things a bit more, early, then you know what you can do? You can come parallelly. Parallelly means how? Let's say morning 9 a.m. This time is dedicated for Amazon Web Services. But at the same time, I'm starting a new batch at 8 p.m. for Linux server administration. So what you can do here, friends, in one day, you can easily go for 2 classes. Okay, so most probably in next 40 to 45 days, you will complete your Amazon Web Services as well as your Red Hat server administration. And after like 1 week, 10 days, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, I'll keep on starting batches every week, every 10 days. So whenever I start a next CCNA batch, you can just come in that CCNA batch and you can complete your CCNA also. In that way, you can most probably finish these three courses in, let's say, 75 to 80 days. All right. 2 classes, if you can go in one day, in next 70, 75, or 80 days, let's say maximum 80 days, you can complete all these three courses. Now, the first big question that I need to address here is why there is a package with these three courses. You can see these are the three different courses, right? Amazon Web Services, normally people say it's a different course. Red Hat Server Administration is a different course. Networking, that is CCNA, is a different course. Like you can see the names, they are completely different. Amazon Web Services offered by a company like Amazon. Cisco is offered, CCNA is offered by Cisco, and Red Hat Server Administration is offered by Red Hat people. So all these are different courses offered by different companies. Okay. Now they are offered by different companies. This is true. But if I say they are completely different, that's not true actually, my friend. The reason is Red Hat Server Administration, networking, that is CCNA, and the Amazon Web Services. They are completely interlinked with each other. Red Hat Server Administration, the topic what we are learning in Red Hat, many of the topics will be repeated in AWS. The topics that you're learning in CCNA, many of the topics will be repeated in AWS. So these are the three courses which may look a bit different, but my friend, in your resume, if you can add Amazon Web Services, Red Hat Server Administration, and CCNA, this is one of the best resumes you can make for yourself. Say today, if 100 people are applying for jobs on Amazon Web Services, that is on cloud computing, out of these 100 people, maybe there are like say 5 to 6 people who in their resume will mention AWS plus RHEL, that is Red Hat Enterprise Linux, and CCNA. Out of 100 people, I can say 5 to 6 people, or let's say safe side, let's say 10 people will mention AWS, RHEL, and CCNA in their resume. Remaining 90 people, maybe they will go only with AWS, or maybe they will just go with AWS and let's say Linux administration. But there are only 8 to 10% people across the globe who can put a resume with this particular three courses. And my friend, these are the only people actually who will get the interview calls first. AWS, RHEL, and CCNA is the best combination for anyone to kickstart their career. I repeat, AWS, Linux Server Administration, and Networking, that is CCNA, is the best possible way for anyone to start their career in this IT, especially in the administration field. So if you want to be in this 10% of people out of 100, if you want to be in this minority, that's 10% of people, that's, you need to simply go with this particular package. Okay. I'm not saying like you're not getting jobs only on AWS. And I'm not saying like you may not get a job only on Red Hat server administration. At the end of the day, once you complete AWS, RHEL, and CCNA, you'll be working on any one of these technology. Okay, you'll be working as a server administrator or a network administrator or a cloud administrator. But listen carefully, my friend. If you just upload your resume only with AWS, I'm not sure you will even get an interview call because companies are looking for people who knows the cloud computing concept, and the backbone of cloud computing concept is your server administration and the network administration. I repeat, backbone of cloud computing is server administration and the network administration, that is RHEL and CCNA. So without mentioning RHEL and CCNA, it's very difficult to get an interview call. And in case if you get an interview call only on AWS, it's very difficult to get a job without the knowledge of servers and without the knowledge of networks. Because like I said, you my friend, the complete cloud computing structure is based on server model as well as on the networking model. So if you're good in this server and networking, you will be definitely good in what you do everything in cloud. All right. And not only for cloud computing, we need to learn the server administration. No, you can simply see yourself working as a server administrator for the rest of your life. You can simply move into the networking part for the rest of your life. And after completing network administration, server administration, and cloud administration, if someone is interested in, let's say, DevOps or cyber security, or in cloud computing also, there is something called cloud security, cloud networking. So networking and servers are not only for learning purpose, my friend. These are the backbone of our computer networks. These are the backbone of our computer networks. Any person who you know who is working on cloud as a administrator for last, let's say 3, 4, 5 years, who is considered as a senior administrator, or let's say level 2 administrator, 99 people, 100 out of 99 people who are working as cloud administrators, there is one thing common in all the 99 people, my friend. They know networking very well and they know the server administration very well. I can challenge you, my friend. 99 out of 100 people who are working on cloud or DevOps or cyber security or ethical hacking, they are good in the networking part and the server administration part. That means when they started their career, they learned the server administration as well as the networking part. Got it? So this is the importance of this particular package. So I have designed this package so that, people who are interested in learning this particular technology, people who are interested to pursue their career in this technology, it will be super easy for them to start their career. See, within 1 month, 30 days, 35 days, no one can learn any technology. No one can become an expert. No one can get a job. That's the open fact, right? I'll be brutal honest with you, my friend. Within 30, 35 days, 40 days, no one can learn any technology perfectly. So this package is for 100 days. And this 100 days, that is, let's say 3 months. If you can dedicate next 3 months with me, for next 12, 15, 20 years, you'll be working on this technology, my friend. So you're not, preparing for a job, or you're not preparing for a career only for 1 year or 2 years, right? Career is for, let's say, 12, 15, 20 years. So if you want to be successful in your career, if you want to go very far in your career, if you want to get good growth in your career, this is the best possible way you can start your career, my friend. Got it? So this is that particular package. Now, having said that, if you are still interested only in Amazon Web Services for some reason, no issues. Amazon Web Services is at 9 a.m. every day. Today is the first demo session. So you can just start the AWS and you can simply go with this Amazon Web Services for next 45 days. But again, fees wise, there is not much difference. I can say in a very friendly way. Fees wise, actually, if you come in package, that's much better on your pocket. That is one thing. And the second thing is the technologies what you're learning in this package are evergreen technologies, my friend. When I say evergreen technologies, I remember in the year 2008 and 2009, when I started my career on networking and the server administration. Now, this is 2025. After like 15, 16 years, you're starting your career, let's say this year. So if you're starting career this year, this is the best possible way to start your career, learning their server administration and the networking part. Now, suppose imagine the year is 2035. You're already a senior administrator in some very big company, and someone is coming to you to take some suggestion. They're asking you, like, from where should I start my career in this particular field? What will you say to that person in 2035? You will definitely say, go with the server administration and the network administration, and then you can go with cloud computing, or let's say, DevOps or cyber security, or whatever things were in demand, whatever things may be in demand on that particular day or in that particular year. Then you can select, okay, go with that particular technology. But I can say with 100% guarantee, you will definitely say in 2035 that you should learn the server and the networking part. 2008, 2009, I was not aware of cloud computing. Maybe like, maybe 2-3% people in the IT industry know about this cloud computing 2008-9 because cloud started in 2006 actually. So it was very new technology. Okay, there was a concept called virtualization, which was in great demand. I have experience on virtualization also because, virtualization is one major concept of cloud computing that we need to understand. We will see this. But 12, 15 years before, it was servers and the network that is a backbone. Today, again, servers and network is a backbone. After 10, 15 years, again, servers and network will be the backbone of every technology. Done? All right, so let me just go into this package and let's see what exactly this 3 courses are offering. But before I go there, let me just remind you again, chat box is always open here, friends. Whenever you have any doubts, any questions, send your questions in chat box so that it will be very easy for me to come and address your questions. All right, friends. Now let's see what we are going to learn in this server administration, network administration, and cloud computing. I'll just try to highlight some very, major concepts here. For example, if I go with the networking part, we'll start with IP address, and there is something called subnetting. My friend, IP addressing and subnetting is a concept. If you are good in this particular concept, you will be definitely good in the server administration concepts, and you will be definitely good in your Amazon Web Services concept. In AWS, there are many services, but one of the most important service what we learn in AWS is called VPC, Virtual Private Cloud. A person who is good in this virtual private cloud, it is easy for that person to get a job across the globe in any company. So VPC backbone is IP address and subnetting. Computer network backbone is IP addressing and subnetting. When I say computer network, I'm talking about the physical network as well as the virtual network. That is a cloud network, whatever the type of network it may be. If you're good in the IP addressing and subnetting concept, you'll be definitely good in this VPC concept. I'll be spending at least 7 classes on IP addressing and subnetting in CCNA. Got it? So this is what your CCNA offers you. One of the most important concept for any administrator for rest of their life. It's not like only learning once. For rest of our lives, we are using IP addressing and subnetting, and this is what we are learning in our CCNA. Now, I'll take a topic from RHEL. See, first of all, I'll go with RHEL, that is Red Hat Enterprise Linux 9.x version, the latest version. We'll be learning the latest version. So when you go with this RHEL, the Red Hat Server Administration, you'll be learning many things there, like, what is a server, what are the types of servers we have, okay, how to configure the server, like how to configure some automation task, how to create a user, how to give the permissions, okay, how to take backup. All right, so there are different things we are learning here, my friend. So once you do with your Linux server administration, in cloud computing, there is a concept called EC2. If I just, give the numbers to these services, what we are learning in Amazon Web Services, number one service will be your EC2. EC2 is indeed the most important service. VPC may come at number 3 position, but EC2 is the most important service you have in cloud computing. So you will be definitely good in this EC2 service if you're good in this server part. You will be definitely good in this VPC service if you're good in this something called IP addressing and subnetting part. So see here, this is the best example I can say. I can take actually to to show you like why this package is so important for you, my friend. At the end of the day, you may be moving in cloud computing only. There are many certifications in cloud computing. There are different paths available in cloud computing. After cloud, you can go with DevOps or cyber security. There are many options available. But the two most important services that we are learning in cloud, VPC and EC2. VPC is completely based on the networking part, and EC2 is completely based on our server part. So with some basic knowledge of IP addressing, you can understand VPC. With basic knowledge of servers, you can understand EC2. But see, we are not here to understand something. We are here to become the expert. We are here to become the administrator. We need to get a job. We need to start our career somewhere, right? Learning is not a career. Learning is the starting of a career. Getting a job is our career, right? So once you want to get a job, you should be good in the server part as well as the networking part. Basic is only to understand the concept, but with basics, you cannot get a job, my friend. That's for sure. All right. So this is the way this particular package has been designed. Okay, now let us just go to this cloud computing and let's see some very basic questions. See, these are the questions every time I will get in my demos. These are the questions normally you will see on the internet, people asking these questions about the cloud computing. So I'll just try to address these 4 questions here, which are most common questions. But you know, beside these questions, if you have any other question, any other query regarding cloud computing or anything else related to cloud, server and CCNA, you know, the chat box is open. You can simply send your question in your chat box. All right, fine. Let's see the big question. What is cloud computing? Now let's go with the second question. First, prerequisites for cloud computing. Are there any prerequisites for cloud computing? Simple answer is no. There are absolutely no prerequisites for cloud computing. Whatever prerequisites you need, like server administration, network administration, I have added everything in this particular package. So if today is your first day of your career, first day of learning, you have zero knowledge about IT, zero knowledge of anything, how things are working over the internet, no issues, my friend. If today is your first day, welcome to the session. You're on a right track. I'll be taking everything from the basics and I'll go to the advanced level. I'll just start everything from scratch. Okay, so in this package, all the prerequisites are added actually, like server administration and network administration. So there is no need for you to know before to join this particular course. All right, done. Second question is answered here. Now let's go to the first question. What is cloud computing? Now see here, my friend, I'll just try to write something here. Just try to tell me what you know about this particular terminology. You might have heard this particular name many a times till now, right, in your career. This is not a new name. Server is something that you might have heard from your school days. You know, normally people say, oh, server is down, server is not responding, server is not working. There are many cases, many things you heard about this server like this, right? So the big question here is, what exactly is a server? See, today, from morning, how many applications you have accessed in your mobile phone? Let me guess. WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, Swiggy or Zomato, Ola or Uber, Phone Pay or Google Pay, something like this. You might have played some game, right? Now, the big question here is, where are these applications located? They all comes under the applications category. So where are these applications located? These applications are located somewhere on a server. WhatsApp is running on WhatsApp server. Facebook is running on Facebook server. Phone Pay is running on Phone Pay server. Everything is literally connected to server. See, right now we are using Zoom meeting. We all are using Zoom meeting to connect to this particular session, right? For example, imagine here, friends, I'm sitting here in my home. You're sitting somewhere in, let's say, I'm sitting in Hyderabad. Someone is sitting, let's say, in Delhi. Someone is sitting, let's say, in Kashmir. Someone is sitting somewhere in, let's say, Kerala. Someone is sitting somewhere in, let's say, Kolkata. Okay, Hyderabad, Delhi, Kashmir, Kerala, and Kolkata. You can just imagine we all are sitting in different parts of India. Okay, let me just add one more person here. Let's say this person is sitting somewhere in UK. We are sitting in different locations across the globe. Okay, and we are connecting to this particular session. So how we are connecting to this session, your friends? Very simple. We all are connected actually to a server which is there in Zoom. Zoom people, Zoom company people, they have this server actually. I repeat, they have this particular server. Okay, so we all are connected to this server. UK person, Hyderabad person, Kolkata person, Kerala person, Kashmir person, Delhi person, literally everyone is connected to this particular server. We are connected to this server. There's a reason we are able to host this particular meeting and we all people can interact here. All right. So this is a server. This Zoom application is running on a server. So for any computer network, what is the background? What is the backbone of any computer network or any business? Server is the backbone. All right. Now, let me show you how servers will look actually. I'll just take 15-20 minutes to explain everything. Then I'll take questions from your side if there are any. Okay. So let me show you how these servers look. This is your server, my friend. This is a real physical server. It looks something like this. So our application is running on this. The server size can be a bit bigger or it can be a bit smaller. See the company, this server is actually of IBM company, which is quite a famous company that we know very well, right? So this is a IBM company. Now to run a business, you need many servers. Can you tell me any business today which is not running on the internet? No, right? Literally every business is running on the internet. So to run a business, you need server or most probably let's say you need servers. You need many servers there, my friend, right? So how many servers you need? It depends on the company. It depends on the business. Maybe in some company, maybe they need, let's say 30 servers or let's say 80 servers or let's say 300 servers or let's say 7,000 servers. It depends on the size of the company, my friend. Servers may be in some hundreds or even in some thousands in a company, right? So the box what you see here is a server. So there can be some thousands of servers needed in a company. Now the scenario here is how you can take this server or from where you can take this server. You know how to take a laptop or a desktop? From where you take a laptop or a desktop? You just go to some, shop somewhere, a showroom somewhere, or you just go to some online portal there and you just order a laptop or a desktop there, right? Is it difficult to order a laptop or a desktop? No, right? So in this same way, you can take a server. But the problem here is, I will say it's a problem actually. The problem here is one server can cost you, let's say $4,000. $4,000 will be how much? Approximately 3.5 lakh Indian rupees. One server can cost you how much? One server can cost you around $4 lakh, $4,000. It can be 3 lakh, 4 lakh, 5 lakh Indian rupees. It can be 15 lakh rupees for a server. It can be 1 lakh rupees also. It depends on the hardware configuration. Okay. So just imagine here, friends. Let us do a small calculation here. This one example will simplify everything for you. You will know like why cloud computing is so much in demand. For example, let's say you need totally, let's say 200 servers. By the way, 200 servers company is not a medium level company or a big company. It is still considered as a small company. 200 servers are nothing, my friend. It is still considered as which company? It is still considered as a small company. So you need 200 servers and let us say safe side, every server is costing you 2,50,000 server, 50,000 rupees. Again, that's not a big amount for a server because like I said, your servers can cost you 5 lakh, 7 lakh, 10 lakh rupees. It depends on the configuration. Like, every mobile phone price is not same. Every laptop price is not same. They are different, right? You may get a smartphone in 10,000 rupees or you may get a smartphone in, let's say, 80,000 rupees. What is the difference? Configuration wise, there is a difference. Specification wise, there is a features wise, there is a difference. So it's not same. Here also same, my friend. Servers may not be same. Okay. So just say like 200 servers you need and every server is costing you 2,50,000 rupees. How much it will be? It will be 5 crore Indian rupees. Just to bring 200 physical servers in your company, you're spending 5 crore Indian rupees. And now do not say 5 crore rupees is not a big amount. Obviously, it's a big amount, right? 5 crore rupees is indeed a very heavy amount. See, we are spending that much money only on servers. Besides servers, you know what else you need? Besides servers, you need different devices like routers, switches, firewalls, storage devices. You need many more devices, my friend. Now, what to do? You just need to pay money and you need to bring all the other devices. See how heavy it is on our pocket, how heavy it is for any company to spend that much money on day one. The company has not yet started, the business has not yet started, and they are already spending some crores and crores of rupees on their infrastructure. This is the story of every company across the globe for many, many, many decades. This is the way the business works, my friend. This is a problem companies were facing. If I can say this is a problem, I'm not wrong here, actually, my friend. This is indeed a problem companies are facing for last many decades. What is the problem here? Let me just address the problem again. The problem here is to build a computer network, a company need to spend a lot of money, crores and crores of rupees only to build a small data center. All right. Now, is there any solution for this? Let's say the solution for this is actually your cloud computing, my friend. Cloud computing is a solution for this particular problem. I'll take a very general example. Let's say you're traveling to, let's say, Singapore for job, or let's say on work, on for you're traveling to Singapore for vacation. Let's say for 1 month or 2 months or 3 months, whatever. Or let's say you're working in Singapore now for, let's say, 2 years. Now there is an option. The option is if you want to go to Singapore and to work there, you need to live somewhere there, right? You need some shelter. You need some, house there, 1 bedroom or something like this. Now, suppose, imagine, my friend, the scenario here is you're going to Singapore and the only option that is available for you is you just need to go there and buy a apartment or a house, independent house, 1 BHK, 2 BHK, whatever. Then you can live in that particular house. Sounds crazy, right? Is it possible for everyone to go to Singapore and buy a property? No, right? It will be too costly. But what is the other option available there? The other option here is you can just go there and live in a hostel, or you can take 1 BHK, or you can take only one room there. This is more affordable, right? You can simply pay money for 1 BHK every month for, let's say, 1 month, or let's say 1 year or 2 years. You can live there and you can just exit from that particular country. But suppose, imagine if the Singapore people are saying, if you want to come to Singapore, you just need to buy a flight. Now that's very crazy, right? That's literally not possible for 99% people across the globe. All right. So the logic what I'm trying to explain you here is buying one property and taking a property on rent is a completely different thing. All right. Buying a property is very costly, but taking a property on rent is quite easy for majority of people. Same example you can take for your cloud computing, my friend. To run your business, you just need to run business on this particular infrastructure. See, this is your infrastructure. What we have in this infrastructure, there will be 200 servers. There will be many switches. There will be many routers. There will be many firewalls. So overall, it may cost you, let's say, 8 crore rupees for a small setup. How much? 8 crore rupees for a small setup. Now, what if the same setup, how many servers? 200 servers. How much storage? Let's say 500 TB storage. How many routers? Whatever you need. Firewall, whatever you need. Suppose, imagine you are taking the same infrastructure, but this time, how much money you are spending here, friends? $0. No, am I joking here? Of course, no, I'm not joking here, right? I'm saying one scenario is you need to spend crores and crores of rupees to build your network. And on the other hand, I'm saying without spending anything, my friend, you can simply go and take a network. You can go and take your servers, routers, switches, firewalls, storage devices, whatever you need, you can take everything. But the big question here is how you can take each and everything without spending money. See, what you should do here is you should just go to your browser. Let me just show you practically. I'll just go to browser and then I will connect to something called Amazon Cloud, aws.amazon.com. See, this is my AWS console. So I'll just connect to this console. I have an account here. I will log in with my account. You also need to create an account. How to create an account, that I'll explain you in coming classes. So this is your official AWS account here, friends. Log in with that account or log in that account. It is asking me one more security code. So let me just open my mobile phone. This is such a brilliant and simple concept, my friend. 08257. Some code is there. See, what I did here is I have just connected myself to the Amazon data center. I repeat, I have just connected myself to where? To this Amazon data center. Let's say Amazon account. Can you see here? There are different locations: Mumbai, Hyderabad, Tokyo, Ireland, London, Brazil, Ohio. We have like different locations. These are the locations from where actually Amazon people are providing the services. You know what Amazon people are saying? They are saying, listen, you need to run your business, right? To run your business, how many servers you need? 200 servers. Okay. Today you need 200 servers. Maybe tomorrow you may need 500 servers. Maybe after like a year, maybe you need 700 servers because the business will grow. So what will you do if the number of servers are increasing, if the requirement is increasing? Again, you need to go to market. You need to simply buy the servers and come there, build the server again, right? You need to buy the server. You need to connect the server again to the network. So this is a very difficult job. So a company like Amazon, who is a cloud provider, they says, listen, to run a business, you need so and so servers. Do one thing. Come to us, connect to our data center, and you can take servers, whatever you need. I repeat, they will say, come to us, connect to our data center. See, I have just connected to the Mumbai data center here. If you want to connect to Hyderabad data center, you can connect to Hyderabad data center. If you want to connect to Singapore data center, you can simply connect to Singapore data center. So they are simply saying, come to us, take the resources what we have. Now, let me show you the resources what they have. Amazon people are offering you everything from the data centers. Want to see how the data centers looks actually? The data centers will look something like this. So what you see right now on your screen is a data center. It is a Amazon data center. So when I say data center, I'm talking about servers, routers, firewalls, storage, everything in that particular data center. Everything is there in that particular data center. Can you see here? She is working somewhere in a data center. Okay. I don't know who is this girl actually, who she is. But you know, I can say one thing with 100% guarantee. She is working there because she knows about CCNA, Linux, and AWS. I can say this with 100% guarantee, my friend. She is working there because she has the knowledge of server administration as well as the network administration. If I can show you a few more examples here. Again, I don't know who exactly is this person, in which data center he is working. He is working again in Amazon data center. What he is holding is actually a server. He is able to work in a big data center like Amazon because he is the one who started his career with networking, servers, and cloud computing. I can say with 100% guarantee, my friend, he knows all the three courses what we have in this particular package. So these are the Amazon data centers, what they have. Amazon people have these data centers located in different geographical locations, and they say, we have the data centers available. You just connect to our data centers and you can just run your applications on data center. You need servers, we will provide you virtual servers. You need routers, we'll provide you virtual routers. You need storage, we'll provide you virtual storage. You need firewall, we'll provide you virtual firewall. You need your operating system, we'll provide you the operating system. Whatever is needed to run an application, we will provide you everything. You just come, connect to the data center and use them. But the question here is, why these Amazon people are providing everything for free? Now, the answer here is Amazon people are not providing everything for free. What I'm trying to say here is on day one, you are spending $0. You're not spending any rupee on day one. And you took 200 servers. And once you start using these servers, every month you need to pay some money. Like you will get a bill. Like the best example I can take is the electricity department. You're getting electricity in your home. How many people are here who are generating their own electricity? No one is here, right? At least in our group right now, there is no one who is generating their own electricity. We are taking electricity from the electrical board, electricity department. Okay, we just got a wire there. We have a meter and we are using the electricity. Like all our neighbors and all the other people using, we are using the same thing. So how much we are consuming, that much we need to pay. Like for example, maybe last month I got a bill of 650. This was a bill I got. This month, how much bill I'll get? Maybe within 1 or 2 days, I'll get the bill. Maybe I'll get 800 rupees this month, or maybe I can get 530 rupees this month. It depends on my consumption. How much I'm consuming, that much I need to pay. But tell me here, friends, is it easy to take electricity by paying this much money every month? Or is it more affordable to, like, generate your own electricity? Wow. It can cost you some crores and crores of rupees, right? 99.9% people in India, a country like India, they will take electricity from electricity department. They cannot generate. They don't have that much wealth. They don't have that much money. So this is more affordable. In the same way here, friends, if you want to go and take 200 servers, one way is you can buy all physical servers. And the other way is you can take servers from cloud. Today, if you ask me a question over the internet, where the applications are running. Are they running on the physical server or are they running in cloud? I will say easily 90% of the applications that are running in the internet today, they are running in cloud. Maybe in the year 2005-6, let's say 2010, safe side, let's say 2010, 15 years before. If you have asked me a question, where are the applications running over the internet? I would have said, let's say 80% of applications are running on physical server and remaining 20% are running in cloud. But within like 12, 15, 20 years, the equation is like this. 90% servers are running in cloud today. Actually, this number went up to 90% in last 2-3 years, especially, let's say 4 years. Cloud has certainly gathered more momentum in last 2, 3, 4 years. All right. So here today, 90% applications are running in cloud, or more than 90% applications are running in cloud. The reason is to run an application, you need certain things. Like what you need? You need a server machine. You need a server OS. You need a firewall to protect your network. You need a router to make your server available on internet. You need a storage actually to provide some data store. You need some database. Okay, what else you need? These are the things you need. And how you can take all these things? You can simply go to cloud and you can take each and everything. Without paying even 1 rupee on day one, you can take everything. So this makes actually cloud computing more easier, more affordable for every person, every company. So once you join a company as a cloud administrator, let us say, for example, you're joining the company, let's say SBI people, SBI Bank as a cloud admin. You know, what is your responsibility? Your responsibility is, first of all, you're working right here at this particular screen. What you see here, this is a place where you work. This is your AWS console home. You're working in SBI, you're working here. If someone is working in, let's say, CNN, BBC, they are working here. If someone is working, let's say, a hospital like Apollo Hospital, as a cloud administrator, they are working here. If someone is working in a software development company, they are working here. So literally every cloud administrator will get this same console. Okay, so you're working in SBI. Your responsibility is to manage services like EC2, S3, VPC, CloudWatch, Simple Notification Service, IAM, Route 53. These are the services you need to manage. Let me just highlight few services here. EC2 is a service where you are taking virtual server. S3 is a service where you are taking storage. VPC is a service where you're, configuring your network. CloudWatch is a service where you're monitoring everything. IAM is a service where you're, creating users and groups. See, every service is there for a purpose. Okay, every service is there, or every service is designed for a purpose. If I go to this EC2 service quickly, let me launch a server here, my friend. In next couple of minutes, I will just launch a server. I'll connect to the server. I'm not explaining anything here. What I'm doing here, friends. See this particular EC2 service. What you see here, it may take around 12 classes for me to complete. 11 to 12 classes. So I'm not explaining anything. I'll just try to go there and show you like how I can take a virtual server, how easy it is to take a virtual server. All right. So I'll just say launch instance here. I'll enter the name demo virtual server. Now see, it is asking me to select the operating system. I'll select the Linux operating system. Instance type, that is your hardware. Key pair, that is your password. That is also I have selected here. And now see network settings. I'll be selecting some network settings here. I'm not explaining anything, my friend, because this is not the session to explain all these things. That's a different case. Can you see here firewall? I need to configure the firewall. Can you see here storage here, friends? I need to take the storage. So literally I have taken everything, whatever I need to take. You know what I did here? I have selected the server hardware, server operating system, a password, network settings, storage, and firewall settings. I have selected everything there. And you know what I'll do now? I'll just say two here. That means I'm saying I need two servers. If I say 22 servers, within next couple of minutes, 22 servers will be ready. But what I'm doing here, friends, I'm just saying two servers. Where these two servers will be created? In Amazon Mumbai data center. Amazon Mumbai data center, these two servers will be created. Okay. I'll just say launch instance here. See how many seconds are done? 5 seconds, 7 seconds, 9 seconds, 10 seconds. This is server 1. This is server 2. How many seconds? 15 seconds, 20 seconds. You can see both the machines are ready now. 25 seconds. Wow. Actually, it is taking a bit more time now. See, I am counting. I have counted till 25 seconds. Now I am saying it is taking a bit more time. Let me just check it once. Okay, there is no problem here. Absolutely fine. So hopefully it will be ready by now. 30 seconds. Now this is a big surprise for me because maximum it should take 20 to 30, 15 to 20 seconds actually. 30 seconds and above is actually a bit more time. Okay, so we just need to wait for like few more seconds. These two machines will be ready. These two servers will be ready. And these two servers will be running where? These two servers will be running somewhere in Mumbai data center. And by the way, I just showed you the data centers, right? These are the data centers. What you see, these black boxes, actually, these are your racks where all the servers will be added. Lakhs and lakhs of servers will be added in one data center, actually, my friend. Okay, let me just do one more time. I'll keep these machines as it is. I'll say VM1, Amazon Web Services, instance type, key pair, VPC1, public subnet. All right. Great, 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 great. Okay, I'll just go with one machine here. I'll say launch instance. Successfully initiated launch instance. Okay, the other two machines are also running and the third machine is showing as pending. Let us see how much time it will take. It should not take more than, like I said, 20 seconds probably. So how many servers are running here, my friend? I have just created 3 servers. One server I can use as, let's say, this is server I can go for web server. This is server I can use for, let's say, database server. And this server I can configure here as some application server. I have taken 3 servers from the AWS people and I can run these 3 servers. Let me just connect to the server, application server or any server. I'll just say connect. I have some address here. This is so easy, my friend. As of now, you may feel like, okay, I'm doing something there. You're not able to understand many of the things what I'm selecting there. But soon you will understand literally everything, whatever I have configured there. So that it will not be a difficult task for you to do the practicals. You just need to understand the theory and then you should go with the practicals, my friend. Okay, let me just connect to this server once. You know where I am now? If you know anything about Linux operating system, you know where exactly I'm located. This is your Linux operating system. Let me just show you the command here, cat etc/os release. See, this is your Amazon Linux. Amazon people will offer you the Linux operating system. Normally, you know about Red Hat Linux, Ubuntu Linux, all these things, right? Amazon people have their own Linux operating system. So this is a Linux operating system to which I am connected here. So see how many servers I have launched here. I have launched 3 servers and all the 3 servers are running, right? All the 3 servers are running successfully. So if you need more servers, you can just go and say launch instances. But if you don't need these servers anymore, you can just go there and you can simply say terminate. Terminate means delete. I have taken these servers for let's say 3 months. I was running some application, a project was going on there. The project is completed. Now I can delete the servers. Job done. Normally what people do whenever they are getting married, they go to uh, the marriage function hall from their home by taking some, very high 4-wheeler, let's say a Audi or a Mercedes. For one day, they just bring this car, right? Are they owning this car? No, they just bring this car for one day and next day they will just return the car and they pay some money for that particular day. Same logic applies here, my friend. I was using these servers because there was a project. My project is completed. Now there is no need for me to use this server. So I have simply terminated this particular servers. Job done. So I'll pay money only for 3 months. My company will pay money only for 3 months. Now, company is looking for a person who knows how to do all these activities. And by the way, once you join a company, see, maybe you're working on this EC2 service. Maybe someone is working on S3. Maybe someone is working on VPC. Maybe someone is working on IAM. You are learning all these services. Whatever services I have highlighted here, you are learning everything. But once you join a company, your responsibility will be there on 1 or 2 services only. That's it. Maybe it can be like this. In EC2, maybe your responsibility is here only on Elastic Block Store, only on this particular service. Maybe some other person responsibility is there on network and security. Some other person responsibility is there on auto scaling and load balancing. So like this, our responsibilities, roles and responsibilities will be divided. When you're learning, my friend, you are learning many, many, many things. But when you're working, you'll be working only on 1 or 2 selected services. That's it. So here I'm counting EBS as one service. You're working only on EBS. That's it. All right. So this is the way it is, the cloud network and cloud infrastructure will be there. So I hope you understood what is cloud computing now. It is a way of taking your resources from some other company on lease or on, let's say, rent. Okay. So what to learn in cloud computing, I've already showed you like EC2, VPC, and all the other things. Now, what next after cloud computing? That is the last question. My friend, there are plenty of opportunities available after cloud. Okay. See, I'm done with this session. I'm waiting for your questions actually, if you have any. Meanwhile, I'll just go and show you Amazon certifications. If you have any doubts, any questions here, friends, please feel free to send your questions in chat box. If you want to talk to me directly, you can simply talk to me directly. See here, friends, after completing this Amazon Web Services here, you can go with advanced networking part or security part. Security, whenever we see the term security, just remember one thing, security will be in demand. It is in demand, it was in demand, and it will be in demand for sure. Okay, so this is your Amazon Web Services details. Actually, if you want to go there and get more details, you can just go to this particular link. I'll just copy and paste it in the chat box. All right, so this is something about this package here, friends. Let me just go to the package again. See, we are offering 3 courses in this package. If you want to come for one course individually, you know what we need to do. You just need to pay 5,000 for one course, AWS 5, Linux 5, CCNA 5. So you'll be paying 15 to 16,000 there. But if you want to come in package, which is much better actually, the package is only for 7,999. That includes Amazon Web Services, Linux administration, as well as your network administration. And the package is there at different times. The classes will be there at different times. For example, right now, the 9 a.m. slot is reserved for AWS, right? And evening, I'm starting 8 p.m. Linux administration. And very soon I'll be starting the network administration also CCNA, then you can come in that particular batch. I'll be taking all the 3 classes here, friends. Each and every session will be recorded. All the recordings will be shared with you. I will share all the running notes, what you need actually. Every day I'll be sharing some running notes, and I will show you how to face interview. We need to prepare ourselves for interviews as well. So we just need to see how we can prepare for interviews and how we can do all the other things. So these are some of the extra things you will be getting from my side. Okay. So the fees is only 7,999, which includes Amazon Web Services, Linux administration, and CCNA. I'll just say one thing in a more friendly way. If you want to start your career in the best possible way, there is no other option, my friend, beside this. There is no better option beside this. Normally, people just try to jump into DevOps or cyber security. They see like, okay, this is the technology which is in demand. This is the technology which is trending. So let us just go there and learn the technology. Things will not work in that way, my friend. All the technologies, what you see today, which are based on computer networks, they are actually based on servers and the networks. If you're good in servers and networks, you'll be definitely good in all the other technologies that you're planning to learn. All right, so that's it for the day, friends. Tomorrow and after tomorrow, you can join the session with the same link. Two more demos will be there actually. Tomorrow and after tomorrow, we'll specially go more about the cloud computing. We'll just try to go in depth about cloud computing tomorrow and after tomorrow, so that you can understand more about this particular cloud and more about this particular package. Okay. I'm still here for you here, friends. Ashish, Kanchan, Kunal, Raman, Tushar, Durga. I'm here for you. If you have any doubts, any questions, just try to make sure like you make every session very interesting session. How you can make sessions interesting? By interacting with me. If you can interact, if you can send questions, then sessions will look much easier. Have you ever been in a friends group where you're sitting with your friends and no one is talking actually? That's unimaginable, right? So let us try to keep our sessions like a friends group, so that whenever you have any doubt, just send the question in the chat box. It will be super easy for me to address each and every question. Okay, there is a question here. What if I stuck in any service during job? During job, that is your question, right? What will happen? Can I say one thing here, my friend? Virat Kohli today, can he say I cannot play this particular shot? No, right? Maybe 20 years before, Virat Kohli can say like, okay, I don't know how to play this particular shot. Recently, I have seen many of his interviews there. He said like, okay, I started playing this particular shot 3 years before, 5 years before, something like this. So once you say in a job or during a job, you're not stuck in there, my friend, because you know something. There's a reason you got a job. But still, if you're stuck in a job, what we need to do? Go back to this Amazon documents. Can you see your documentations here? Just go to these documentations. Everything will be written in this documentation. That is the one thing. Or you can take the support from Google. That is the other thing. Google or YouTube. That is the other thing. Okay. These are the ways in which you can simply, clear anything if you have any doubt. These are the things. But you may get stuck while you do practicals actually. Maybe in a job you know, you're not stuck anywhere. You're not facing any problems in a job. You have some team there. You're not the only one who is working there, right? You have a proper team. So you're part of a particular team. So you can take support or help from the other person. Anyhow, job is not an issue. But you may stuck actually when you do practice. While you're doing labs actually in your home, you may face some difficulties in some services. Then you know what you should do? You should simply contact me. After a few days, I'll be sharing my WhatsApp number as well as my mail ID. So whenever you're stuck anywhere while you do the practicals, you can just ping me on my WhatsApp number. I'll just come and answer your question at the earliest. Say right now I'm in class. Once I finish the class, I'll go to my WhatsApp. I'll be getting few questions there. I just need to answer them. Then I'll just say log off. This is the last session for me today. So every day I do the same thing. I just try to go and check the WhatsApp. If there are any questions, I will answer them. My help from my side every day, or whenever you are stuck anywhere, whenever you are facing some problem, is more than enough for you to learn everything. You'll be coming in classroom every day. You'll be clearing each and every doubt in the classroom. But still, while practicing, if you have any doubts or if you are stuck anywhere, you can simply contact me. All right, this is possible. I'll share the WhatsApp number as well as the email ID. This is possible. But in a job, most probably you are not facing any difficulty. And in case if you face difficulty, internet is there for that purpose only, my friend. Google is there for that purpose only. And the most important is actually Amazon people have their beautiful, beautiful documents available. So we can just go through the documents and we can clear anything. All right. Fine. I'm here for like 30 more seconds, friends. Any other questions, any doubts? I'll be more than happy to assist you or clear your doubts. You should know where you are traveling actually, right? Then only your journey will be very beautiful. If you don't know where you're traveling, I have never seen a person who is just traveling without the idea like where exactly that person is traveling, right? So you should know where you're traveling. So just try to clear every doubt that you have so that you know it will be super easy for you to learn this particular technologies. And you know, my friend, as a friendly suggestion, I can say, whenever you learn, wherever you learn, it's up to you to take the decision. But the best decision you can take for yourself is learning this particular package. All right, fine. Now there is a question, is it fine if you are joining only the 9 a.m. session? That will be more than fine actually, my friend. That's the reason I'm saying, if someone is interested only in this particular package, because some people, they have already completed Linux administration. So if they are interested only in AWS, well and good. You can just come in this Amazon Web Services class daily at 9 a.m. But you know, for this, like I said, it will be something like this. That will be the phase. Okay, so at the end of the day, it's up to you to decide what to do. But for better job opportunities and better things in your career, then better go with this complete package. The complete package is like this. I've clearly mentioned here, right? This is the fees for this complete package. 95 to 98% people, they prefer the package. But in some cases, people have already done something. So maybe they go with only 1 or 2 courses. That will be counted separately. But overall package is much better actually. It's not mandatory to take parallel classes, Kunal. If you're available only at 9 a.m. or in morning time, just come for AWS first. Then later on, you can go for Linux and you can go for the CCNA or parallelly whatever courses you are starting. There's the reason I said 100 days challenge. If you're coming separately, then you'll be spending around 100 days with me. Okay. It's not like you have to come all the classes parallelly. One by one also you can come. You just need to register for the package. So they will take your name there, and whenever they are starting a batch, they will inform you. And if you're comfortable with that particular timing, you can come on at that particular time. Okay, there is one more question here. What will do cloud support associate engineer? See, whenever you use the terminology associate is a basic level job, the entry level job. Most of the people, they start their careers from associate level only. Like, you know, CCNA, you can see here, CCNA stands for Cisco Certified Network Associate. It doesn't mean like you're learning very few things or you're, you know, have very basic knowledge. No, you have very good knowledge, but you're a fresher, right? A fresher will not be handed over with many responsibilities. So your responsibility will be about virtual machines or, you know, taking some storage backup or creating some users like IAM users, okay? Making some settings in the firewall, some basic stuff you will do there. You know, once you get a job, it looks like basic, but you know, while learning, it is again a challenge. All right. So cloud support associate engineer is like a level 1 job or maybe close to level 2 job. This is the place from where you start your career. And hopefully within 2, 3 years or 4 years, you will become the cloud senior administrator. All right. So thanks again. Thanks for coming and thanks for your questions. Actually, that's very great to see. And hopefully tomorrow we have one more session with same link. You can join tomorrow as well with the same link. And we will take one or two more demo sessions so that you can be more comfortable with me because I'll be taking all the three classes, right? AWS, Linux, and CCNA. So you should be more comfortable with the trainer first of all. Fees is not a big deal. This is the best fees probably you can get actually. But still, the main thing is you should be comfortable with me. And if everything is okay, hopefully you'll be joining the course and we'll be continuing our classes regularly at 9 a.m. Already few people have already registered actually. So we are expecting few more people to join this particular course. So 9 a.m. is completely dedicated for Amazon Web Services. Okay. One more thing, like I said you before, if you have time, come parallelly, 2 classes in a day. But if you don't have any time or if you're working somewhere, then it's better you complete one course and then go for the second course and then go for the third course. You cannot become a, uh, expert in anything within like 2-3 months. You will learn definitely many things. On this, you need to work for at least 2-3 more months. Then you'll be ready for the interviews. And for rest of your life, whatever we are learning in this package, it will be there with you. The services, what we are learning, the services will not change. Minor changes are happening within the services. I repeat, minor changes can be there within the service, but the service will not be removed completely. All right. So this is such a big thing for any person, my friend. All right, so that's it for the day. Time up now. So that's it for the day. We'll meet again tomorrow at same time. Just try to revise this session again if you're interested. It will be uploaded on YouTube very soon. So just revise this again. And if you have any doubts, any questions, just make a note of all your questions. Come tomorrow in the demo again. I'll be available for you. Chat box is always open. Send your questions in chat box. I'll see your question. And if needed, I'll just respond at that particular time. If the question is not relevant to that particular topic, I'll come to that question at the end of the class. Done? All right. So that's it for the day, friends. Take care. See you tomorrow at same time. Bye.